A battlefield drenched not just in mud and bullets, but in something stranger. A light, a vision, a knowing. In the middle of a war, one soldier discovers a gift that has the power to make him mad, if he's not already. He discovers the gift to see death before it happens. I am in my rocking chair today to talk about the Purple Testament, and this is Twilight Zone Tuesday. This episode opens in the Philippine Islands in 1945. Lieutenant Fitzgerald is one of many soldiers trying to survive the craziness of war when one day he discovers that he can see a light on some of the faces of the men in his camp. Hours within the light's appearance, these men end up dead. Is it a curse? Is it a vision? Fitz can't decide. All he knows is that when the light appears, these men are not coming back. He tries to fight it. He tries to ignore it. He even reports it to one of his superiors, who's actually played by Dick York, and he does try to help him. But the light keeps appearing on these men, and he keeps seeing these men die. Then one day, he sees the light on the person that he was most scared to see it show up on, himself, because this story couldn't go any other way. This episode is spooky in a way that goes a little bit deeper than like the average boogeyman, and bad guy is about what war can do to you mentally. Fitz has this knowing that I know some of you are going to say that you want, but is it worth the mental strain to see who around you is next and you can't do anything about it? Rod Serling wrote this episode, and I know that he was a paratrooper in World War II, and that really shines through in the show in general, but in this episode specifically because he is someone that had to live with the lifelong mental strain of what war can do to somebody. So, did Fitz have a curse? Did he have a gift? Can it be both? Can it be neither in the Twilight Zone? I want to ask you guys, if you could have the ability to subtly see who is going to die next around you, would you want that ability? Or has Final Destination taught us our lesson? Let me know in the comments because I really want to hear from you. On a scale of Serling, I am giving this episode a 3 out of 5 hints of light. I don't normally love episodes that are having to do with war, but with this one, I think that we can all relate to the feelings of being scared, of knowing and not knowing surrounding death. Sometimes you're fighting a war only you can see. A war that looks like a flash of light. A war that can take you to a place not far from here. A place where light means the end and knowledge is a curse. A place called the Twilight Zone. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Twilight Zone Tuesday. If you like the Twilight Zone, make sure to subscribe because every time you hit the subscribe button, it keeps the rays of light off of my face. Next week, I'm talking about the episode Elegy. It's about 3 astronauts who land on a planet, and it seems like they're frozen in time. It's a weird one. Until then, be careful looking in the mirror because you never know where you're going to see a flash of light.